primary self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to connect with one's inner self. It is the understanding of one's individual's very intimate thoughts, worth, fears, values, skills, and capabilities. It can also be said to be the ability to focus on yourself and how your actions, thoughts, or emotions do or fail to align with your internal standards. It is a conscious knowledge of one's character and feelings. With a proper self-awareness, it is easier to navigate your life because you are comfortable with whom you are and you have a degree of self-acceptance. Psychologists Shelley, Duval, and Wick Lund proposed this definition. Self-awareness is the ability to focus on yourself and how your actions, thoughts, or emotions do or don't align with your internal standards. If you're highly self-aware, you can objectively evaluate yourself, manage your emotions, align your behavior with your values, and understand correctly how others perceive you. Put simply, those who are highly self-aware can interpret their actions, feelings, and thoughts objectively. It's a rare skill, as many of us spiral into emotion-driven interpretations of our circumstances. The extensive definition of self-awareness culminates in answering one fundamental question: who am I? To answer this simple yet critical question, you have to methodically answer the very question. We have strengths and potentialities which we do not exploit because we are not aware of them, and in the process lose on opportunities that should otherwise have been our best chances at success in school and at home. We have hurt our friends and parents or children, people whom we shouldn't have hurt if only we knew ourselves better, and yet we have judged harshly loved ones who needed our support because we knew nothing about them. We have burnt our fingers not because we put our hand in the fire but because we didn't know that our fingers had petrol on them. Petrol which could attract fire from a distance. We do not even know our values or our fears, and worse even, we do not know our needs, and so we do not get to address them. How about our potential? Isn't it the reason we have burnout most of the time? We are pushing ourselves outside of our potential and thus running on borrowed energy. Most of us are majoring in our minors and minoring in our majors as parents. We focus on what our children cannot do rather than focusing more on what they can do. We exaggerate our children's mistakes but do not celebrate them when they win. Self-awareness helps us to understand the relationship between ourselves and others. It underscores the fact that you can only be happy with others when you are happy with yourself, and you can only be in union with others when you are in union with yourself. A conflict in self always manifests when you are with others, and most often than not, you have little or no control over how the internal conflict manifests itself while with others. You will know where you need to focus on your life to improve the quality of your life, and more importantly, you will have gathered a lot of information about yourself. You will also be better equipped to relate with your parents, your children, your teachers, your friends as you take your personal needs and interests into account. You may also be able to understand other people around you better and give them a befitting response to their actions, words, and emotions compared to how it has been before reading this book. At the end of this study, you will have the power to influence your outcomes, make better decisions, and also understand things from more than one perspective. You should be able to build better relationships and decrease your stress, but most importantly, you will be able to regulate your emotions. It might be a good time to introduce yourself to how much you know about yourself. What is your name? What best defines you? What are your attributes? What is unique about you? What are your beliefs? What are your values? My parents, friends, teen/youth leaders, and teachers observe my values as: what are your strengths? My strengths are. My parents, friends, teen/youth leaders, and teachers observe my strengths as: what are your weaknesses? My weaknesses are. My parents, friends, teen/youth leaders, and teachers observe my weaknesses to be. What are my fears? What makes you anxious? What are you afraid of? What bothers you the most? My fears are. The reasons for my fears can be explained as follows. What are your needs? What do you need from your parents? What do I need from my teachers? What do I need from my church leaders? What do I need from my classmates? What is your potential as observed by you? Your potential is best described by yourself, but your parents, teachers, friends, and church leaders may also have an opinion about your potential. My school principal believed in my potential more than my own father, and my father said so to me. What is your potential as